So, Srimad speaks about the topic Ajana and Bhajana. Ajana and Bhajana is the same or what is the difference? So he says about this that Prabhupada told us that we cannot accept the Ajana is Bhajana. Ajana is a medium and the worship is through mantra. Bhajana means direct service, soul to super soul. So there's a difference. Ajana is a medium, means through this process of ajana, vidimarg, by following the rules according to the deity, to the worship, who are given in the Shastras, is not bhajana. Bhajana is something very deep, and it is as can be practiced in reality only from realized, liberated souls. Means direct soul service. Bhajana means direct service, soul to super soul. What is this direct service? Direct service does not mean there is anything between me and the Lord and Krishna soul. What means between? There's not that I have to think what I do now. It is, there's no mind between who is choosing what is right and what is wrong. It is directly, it is what conditioned soul cannot understand, perhaps theoretically, but practically not. Through the process of ajana, one day we hope to come to the direct position of service. So ajana means that one day we hope to come to the direct position of service. Means real service. Service what is received by the Lord, by the super soul. And it is not on anything depending, not the slightest external activity has to do with these things. It is from soul to soul. So one day we hope to come to the direct position of service. Bhajan is not performed through the medium of any mental system to purify one's mind. It means that those who perform bhajan in an authorized way, there's no medium of any mental system between. I don't have to think, I have to do this now, and I have to do. This is mechanically. This is training. But real service is done directly. There's no mind between. It is spontaneous, or in Sanskrit is raganura. Bhajan is not performed through the medium of any mental system to purify one's mind. So the mind means the mind is already purified. It has nothing to do with real service. We have to see that Krishna is not like this. Should I do this or should I do this? Or but this is my opinion is I think it should be done like this, or it should be done like this. No, it is spontaneous. It is not. It is on the level of soul. So Mahaprabhu did not give so much stress to Arjuna, but to Nam Bhajan. So a question may arise is as to why the Goswamis installed the deities of Govinda, Gopinath, Madan Mohan in Vrindavan when the holy name was sufficient. Our Guru Maharaj once answered that we should understand the difference between Arjuna and Bhajan. The Goswamis were engaged in Bhajan, not in Arjuna. This we hardly understand. The Goswamis were engaged in Bhajan, not in Arjuna. They did not see the deity representation of Krishna. They were directly in contact with him. There was no barrier between this plane and that plane. It was all on the same plane. Like they did not follow the certain rules, like Yashodama, when she put Krishna to bath, she doesn't have to offer all the utensils, whatever is necessary, and call the holy rivers to the Panchapatra and to the bathing. It was the stone, spontaneous. There's no mind between. Out of the first, the dominant part is how devoted, how she loves her son, how she loves God in this relation. So they did not see the deity representation of Krishna. They were directly in contact with him. There was no barrier between this plane and that plane. It was all on the same plane. So we have heard how they worshipped, like Vamsidas, Babaji, or Upanjanadam, they had Shilas also. But when they bathing Krishna, they went to the Jamuna and put it in clothes and put them in. They did talk with him. They were chastising him. There was directly conversation or direct relation to the Lord. Once Madan Mohan told Sanatana Goswami. Madan Mohan is the deity of Sanatana Goswami. I can't eat what you offer without some salt. He said he was complaining because at this time they were eating, they had no salt. It was not available in Merkur there. Or no Merkur, Pila or something. They had no salt, so he offered chapati with dough and offered without salt. So the deity spoke to him. I can't eat what you offer without some salt. I want some salt in also. Oh, you want me to give you some salt only? Sanatan said. He spoke like this relation. All right, I will add some salt. No, no, Sanatan, I can eat this without a little ghee. I can eat this. So he complained again. I need also a little ghee in the puri. I will. Then why have you come to be to a beggar? You can eat nicely elsewhere. Why you have come here to trouble me? Where should I get ghee and all these things? In this way, their transaction went on. Like this, they were dealing each other. This is pastime, very sweet pastime. So the Goswamis have recommended Arcana for others, but they themselves engaged in direct service. That is bhajan. They were talking the holy name, but they encouraged Arjuna, which is generally found in the Ramanuja section. Rupa Sanatan and other Mahajans installed deities and their service to the deities. Was bhajan 10%. But general Arjan is of a lower class. The Arjan of the Mahajans hold more importance to us. The Arjan performed by liberated souls, Sarupsitas, should not be considered as ordinary Arjana. That is bhajan direct service. So, when you're on the altar and you offer your gift, then you must come on the level of the soul and the super soul. Then he will talk to you. What is today? What is this? He may complain like this. And we may understand it, but only when we are on the level, on the realized level, Mahajan. So Arjana is of different gradation. There is a difference in quality. There's the worship of Kanishta Adhikari, the worship of Madhyam Adhikari, also the worship of Uttama Adhikari. But one is direct communion, while the other is according to Shastra. So, what we are teaching is according to Shastra, because especially in the Western, also in India, they are performing this Arjana according to rules and regulations. They do it as a external performance. And also those who are all this kamakanda, this is only external. There's no direct connection, even to the demigods. So this is only training or purification, the process of purification. It is on the level of Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta means materialistic devotee or materialistic Brahmana. So there's also a gradation of prasadam. We should also hear this. Sometimes the question is asked whether the ordinary masses benefit from prasad distribution. So, our most attractive program here. So much purity will be transmitted to those that will take prasadam. But the question of degree is there. There is prasadam from the Mahabhagavata, prasadam from the Madhyam Bhagavata, and prasadam from the Kanishta Bhagavata. It all depends upon who is responsible for the prasadam and what is his connection with divinity. The current must be there, just as it is with an electrical box. You may connect all the wiring, but if there's no current, then what is its value? So you may cook very nicely, everything, but if it's not connected with divinity or with the receiver of the bhoga, the offering is not accepted by the Lord, or the cook is not cooking with, when you like to eat and water comes to your mouth. Is it? Yeah. So if you cook like this, for Krishna, then it is, you cannot offer usually. It is kanishta, beginning. You're not cooking for Krishna, you're cooking for your tongue. We get every day, I say it since 20 years. Sweet on your small portion in the morning. In our mouth, you get one spoon, a small spoon of sweet rice. This is Mahaprasad. It's the only, but here you get big boats of every day and cake and all these things every day. I tell them, this is not cooking for Krishna. You should, this is cooking for our tongue. How can you, this is, has not the quality of real prasad. It all depends upon who is responsible for the prasad, what is connection with divinity. The current must be there, just as it is with an electric box. So it must, what is the value if it's not connected with Krishna? So if you have some bhoga outside and one dog passes by and sees, then you have to throw it away when the preparation is standing before. It cannot be accepted because it's accepted by the dog already. So Vaikunda Nam Grihani, the transitional connection must be there, otherwise form is simply form and it is useless. So the spirit must be within the form. Form is also necessary. Wiring is necessary in order to utilize the electric current. But mere wiring has no utility. So prasadam distribution should have a real connection with divinity, otherwise it is all trade, an external exhibition. An ulterior motive may be there and it will become a business. Just as the Jati Goswamis make a trade of taking money by reading the Bhagavatam. But if the man behind the prasad distribution has a sincere connection with the Lord, and the connection comes and pervades everything, then that is prasadam. Otherwise, it is imitation. Also, it may not always be that if some ordinary person takes Krishna prasadam, he will take a human bird in his next life. They may attain a human form after 4 or 5 births also. But wherever they may go, the connection will be there. It is all recorded on a higher plane, and it won't be lost. So if you take one's real prasad, then this will not be forgotten. Even if you have to take birth again, even more, many births. But this will not be forgotten. This is stored in recorded on a higher plane, and it won't be lost. You know, this we are not conscious of these things. But those who come here, maybe they tasted one time prasad in their past lives. And they appreciate it. And this makes them at once go, they get again this life or next, taking some more births. And they will, step by step, they will get the benefit by getting real prasad. Is there any question or anything to add? Yeah. Is it also other animals? When the prasad. No, it is not prasadam. Because it is, we cannot offer what is already eaten. Means eaten means in a subtle level, even if you look and enjoy it. That's because in kitchen should be not beginners. Because they are looking to the pot and dropping down there. Good. Very nice. Such a person should not cook for Krishna. And they should not cook like in Italy, you know. They think that Krishna likes only pasta and pizza. We have to cook as he likes it. There's also preparations who should be done for him. And not, yeah, so if you just cook what you like to eat, this means it should not actually, it's a very low class level. We have to cook what Krishna likes to eat. This was shown by so many Gaudiya Babaji. They were living very simple in a cave or on the Ganges. No comfort. So they had no fire, but when they got donation of pumpkin or eggplant, Gaudiya Babaji, he got paisa, but he did not know how to cook it. But he did also not want to eat it without giving first to the Lord. So he break it in part and he offered, you please accept this. And with devotion and with love, he gave it. If you not accept, I will not eat, I will fast. Like this was secondary, For him was important, please my Lord, you accept. And the Lord took, and then he was eating the raw eggplant. Or when Krishna came to visit Vidura, yes. So he was banging on the door, and Vidura went just out to collect some bhoga. Only his wife was there, and she took part. She was taking part in the house. So, but she thought this is her husband, and she opened the door, and she was shocked. Oh, my Krishna is here, and I have no clothes. So Krishna took some clothes and put on her. And then he said, ask, where is Vidura? I want to talk to. And he will come any moment. You please sit down. I will give you something to eat, but I have not even just out for collecting some food or buying some food. But she had one banana, and she took this banana, and she was peeling it and throwing away the banana and offered the peel, the skin of the banana. But she did it with such devotion. And she did not realize, she was completely, how to say, confused, because Krishna came and she did not know what to do. So, and Krishna saw this, and he took this peel and he ate it with such a pleasure, because she offered him with such devotion. And she feels very bad, that she cannot give more, This Patram Pushpamalam Doyam Yome Bhakti Pranashta. You can offer flower, patram, a leaf, pushpam, water. What was the fourth? Patram Pushpamaham Doyam. Fruits, leaves, flower, and water, yeah. If you offer these things to me with devotion, with love, I will accept it. When he is accepting this offering, then it becomes real prasad. Then you eat real prasad. It will have a great effect on us. It is very purifying. In India, there is a class of brahmanas. They take the position of Krishna, is authorized. They receive the bhoga, and they cooking, and they eat it themselves. So with the understanding that he is not enjoying, he is eating for Krishna. He is taking this for Krishna. So they are all like this, big bodies. This is authorized in this. There are some persons who can do this. Of course, I don't know nowadays. How did I answer the question? No question. This is going to the YouTube. We don't want these things. Any other question from Radha? Did you understand what I say? Anyone else has to come? Yesterday, the position of a devotee, gradations of Arcana. You want again? It will not record this. But we have 30 now. It will take a long time. You can hear that. Okay. But the next speaking, he speaks about standard for Nam Sankirtan. That's also standard in cooking, a standard in Nam Sankirtan. It is very important. These are details, these are things, but this is beyond the mundane conception what we have. This is a very subtle plane. We think that the mental plane is a very subtle plane, but it is very gross compared to the soul consciousness. There is no mind, not these things what is guiding us here in this world. It is beyond this, much faster. It is so fast that we cannot check it. So we are not able to check this, to understand these things. But we can attain such a level, and when you understand it, when you realize, you can practically realize it, then you will understand everything very clear. The evolution is not on the material level, what we can perceive to our senses. The evolution starts much more on a finer level. First we enter as pure souls, then desire comes, then the intellect, mental level, subtle level manifests, then the gross matter. It is just one energy. It is just like if everything consists of atoms and manifests in a concrete way. But in reality, everything is subtle matter you cannot perceive with these eyes or with the senses, touch, hearing or smelling or tasting. The subtle matter is much more powerful than the gross. If you are yogis, they can control, those who can control their mind, they are becoming very powerful personalities. What to say of those who are going beyond the mental conception and intellectual? There is everything. This we cannot talk, we cannot understand. It is beyond. We have to learn from realized souls, and we as ordinary people, we have to go the way, step by step. If someone is sincere, he will be accepted. Everything is personal at the end, at the origin, when we come to the goal, where we are coming from. So, those who are not qualified, not allowed to enter this. They will just create big problems there. Just imagine you come to the plane where everything can be seen, not the body yet. Your subtle body can be seen, what is going on there. Just imagine what a mess we are creating there. There's a plane where nothing can be hidden. You have to become pure, truthful. Everything is beautiful. Everything is reality there. And this means purification from the mundane conception of life. Here you can cheat anyone, you know. You can smile to one and you can say you're so nice, and he's thinking you are a fool. I want something from someone, I'm very friendly. But he's only friendly because he wants to cheat us, or he wants something from us. So even amongst the devotees, this is very much. This is different levels are there. Step by step we have to come. We have to become sincere and humble. Because it is a higher level. It is so high that not a tinge of contamination should be there. And it is so powerful that one who is on this level, whatever he says, whatever he does, it is reality, it will happen, he can see much more than we can see. So we can, if there's no question or no, then we close here. Jai Shila Shila Dev, Param Gurudev, Param Pujapad, Nitya Leela Bhavistam Vishnupad, Paramahamsa Vigajarya, Stota Shastri Srimad Bhakti Shila